It opened his eyes that this is a competition. I mean, there's absolutely no question. There is no incumbent starter. We're not going to give the job to anybody. And same holds true with Matt taking all the spring reps. Just because he emerged as the guy that looked like the guy, it doesn't mean that he's the incumbent starter either, based off of what we did in spring. So K1 came out of it realizing that this is a competition. It's a fierce competition. It's being evaluated daily, and you have to be ready and available, and you got to be there to compete. And the only way we can know that you're going to be a good player for us in game situations is if you're a good player for us in practice situations. So he's, I got those guys in ankle braces now. It's a new quarterback policy. They're wearing ankle braces every day. So.
I want to talk about the defense and the progressions you want to see them make from spring throughout fall camp.
I just want to continue to build what we tried to start in the springtime, and that's really getting a defensive mentality in which those kids, have that feeling that when they step on the field, that nobody's going to move the ball on them. Going through that, first and foremost, effort and running to the ball with a nasty mentality. Running to hit somebody and make a play. And through that, just continuing to build on basic fundamentals, just reading your keys, reacting to your keys, getting off blocks and tackling people. The things that if you can't do, the rest doesn't really matter. If you're not willing to give effort and play defensive football in a fundamental fashion, you're really not going to give yourself a chance. So those are the things we're going to keep building on.
Coach, how much different is it now when you guys started yesterday as to when it was when you wrapped up in the spring? I mean, how much did the summer help these guys? Have you noticed a big difference at this point, or are they continuing to progress right now?
They had. Our kids did a nice job in the summertime. They worked hard, had a good summer program, bought into everything, and so when they showed up yesterday, their knowledge level didn't drop off. It actually increased, from when we finished the springtime till now. And you see them at practice, and there's not that lost look. Now they can get the call, they can get lined up, they can get more focused, and now start thinking about the smaller things. And keep doing that. Keep minimizing the things that are doubtful in your mind to where there is no more doubt. Now you just react and play. And I think they're starting to get to that part of the process, and some guys are showing that in practice a little bit, to where it's just now, all right, this is what I got, and let's get it done.
Obviously, the retaining of information is big, but how much of it is still about attitude at this point, and how much will it be, from here on?
I think it still is. We have to get these kids to understand that giving up yards, letting teams have success against you, just is not acceptable. Every time you go on the field, you got to go out there with that, we call it that gunfighter mentality. You're in a gunfight, you better win. And every single play is a gunfight. And until they truly adopt that and get that mentality that every single thing we do on defense, there's zero margin of error. And guys are buying into it, and that's going to become critical.